Hey everyone, this is Leandra here at the Kentucky facility for New Vocations Racehorse Adoption Program. Today we're going to bring you something a little bit new again. We're going to call it Wednesday Wisdom. So for today, we're going to talk about the horse brain, illustrated as such, and the human brain. And one of the key differences, there are quite a few. So if you can follow these fantastic illustrations here, we have the horse's eyeballs. They are on the side of their head, which is one of the big key differences that we can go into a little bit later, but big distinction because they are historically prey animals. We are the predators with the eyeballs in the front of our head that are really good at acuity, at focusing on details right in front of us. Horses, not so much. They're great at the peripherals and detecting quick movements and little differences. They're really good at noticing those, not so good at picking up on key details, not especially those that are right in front of them, but we can go into that later. So, eyeballs on a horse. They're going to process the information that they're taking in, going back to the visual cortex, sending that information there. And from the visual cortex at the back of the brain here, so here's the front of the head, it's also at a 45-degree angle, unlike ours, which is parallel to the ground. From the visual cortex, that information is going to go straight to the motor cortex, which is what then translates into action. So that's key for horses who need to be able to stand up and move right after they're born. They need to be able to get quickly away from danger because, again, they're designed to be prey animals. So they're going to respond as such. They're going to be able to move quickly and efficiently with very little effort. That's how they're designed. Humans are a little bit more complicated. There's one big difference. From the eyeballs, where we're going to take in the visual information, it's going to head on back to the visual cortex, so that first part's pretty similar. Then that information is going to head right on back here to the prefrontal cortex, which is known as the executive center, the decision-making center. So all those complex processes where we are considering all the different variables and the intrinsic complexities and all of that, that's where we're going to try to apply logic and all sorts of other things that go into how we then send that information onto our motor cortex. So the process for the horse is taking in information and then acting quick, efficient, short. For people, it all happens pretty quickly. It's not like we notice this big lag time, but it's processing here at our executive center, and it's trying to rationalize the information. Horses don't have that. So, key thing to consider when you are going about your interactions with horses is that we are designed differently. While it is easy for us to understand some of the horse behavior by personifying it and making it humanized and saying, this horse has something against me, they don't. They don't have that part of their brain that is applying those motives or those complexities that we do as people. They're reacting animals, reacting to things quickly for their own survival. That's how they're designed. But we have to think about that, which is what we do best. Think about how we're different than them in that sense, how they're designed to react, and we can try to understand them best by trying to simplify all that information we have going on so that we can best communicate with them who are just trying to react, quite simply. So think about this when you're going about your interactions with horses. They are designed to react quickly and efficiently. We're designed to process things, complicated things in a very logical sort of way, but we need to sort of strip away that human part in order to best understand them and apply it so you can communicate most efficiently. Thanks so much for joining us today with our little Wednesday Wisdom, and please, as always, let us know if there are some topics that you'd really love to listen, hear about, know a little bit better, and anything else that we can help address here. Thanks for joining us.